Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 11. We are in the thick of it here. It's getting, we're getting a lot of fights this season. I am truly enjoying it. I love that they paired Twice and Toga together. Now they're falling down this chute. And Deku and Ayazawa are falling down as well. I have no idea what they're getting themselves into here, but man, is it getting exciting at this point. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Twitter at ajrich123. If you'd like to see these episodes early or the full reactions, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123. That definitely helps. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and start.
With this, we can completely annihilate a quirk. It's now we can fix this world.
Oh,
but the
shit.
process is expensive and takes far too long. Down here.
They can actually get rid of a quirk themselves with a bullet.
Now's our chance. With All for One gone, we don't have time to waste.
Wow. They've come up with a way to get we saw that it was like resisting it, but they're talking about full on like getting rid of the quirk. Holy shit, that is not good. That's really bad. Permanently, like forcefully taking a quirk away like that. We've seen that with, obviously, All for One has something like that, being able to take a quirk and move it. But now they have it and they could actually generate something to do the same thing. That's very bad and the wrong person's hands.
Long time no see, Birdman. Be warned, I'll never forgive you. So happy to be on the team!
Wonderful. Sorry about the whole Magna thing. It's unfortunate. I didn't want to kill him.
You mean her?
Don't make that mistake again.
That's something you don't forgive.
I want the details of your quirks.
I can make doubles of anything. For it to work, I need a precise image in my head. Yep. That means height, chest measurement, and shoe size if it's a person. You name it, I need it. Gotta have as much info as possible. They just kind of melt if they're knocked around too much.
So that was part of his quirk.
At once. The damage the second object can take is even lower. Also, for personal reasons, I refuse to make copies of myself. Got it?
Yeah, we know exactly why he doesn't, because of his backstory. Of course, he's not going to want to make doubles of himself. But now that actually answered some of the questions from last season that I was actually wondering, was because we saw clones like that, and we saw that guy's clone and melt. Now we know it was actually off of his. Interesting.
It's like I couldn't stop the words from coming.
Wow, that was pretty stupid.
It wasn't me, Toga, I swear.
Whatever I take in turns into
Oh my god.
The more I drink, the longer I can hold on to the form. One cup lets me look and sound like someone for about a day. Plus, if I drink a bunch of different people's blood at the same time, I can turn into any of them.
I'll accept you as members of the Hasaikai now.
Yup, they're saying force them to do this.
Have the shortest tempers. You get all mad and show what losers you are. We don't have the power to face them all now.
As soon as I heard it, everything started to move.
Shit. So they're just gonna leave it to them now. They're not actually teaming up.
If we don't stop this, we're going to be crushed.
Nice. Hitting him stops it. Oh. Ooh.
Catch him.
Good timing.
Though at least we're on solid ground now.
And everything's kind of done because he's knocked out, so none of the surroundings will move anymore.
You have some explaining to do.
Muriel caught up.
We have a chat about Eri.
You shouldn't have been able to get
By himself?
I took a shortcut. Give me the girl.
His shortcut.
To rescue her.
Right. Well, we're still pretty new, but you probably already.
Worst case scenario. I said somebody needs to be with him.
When we first met, no hero to her.
It's because I mean, if you all you know is your manipulation, of course.
I'm not getting through to you. Allow me to be clearer.
It's this guy's quirk.
Emotion.
Still right in front of me. I just gotta get past him and...
The way he's feeling is the way... Is that how his quirk works?
your
The way
quirk?
he's feeling makes him feel the same feeling?
What explains how you made it this far so
That's
quickly?
not good. You don't want to tell them your powers.
You missed him? Stupid, what are you, drunk?
That would be you. I suggest you stay silent.
He can force people to tell the truth if he asks them a question. Occasionally, he can even drag out a truth the person talking doesn't know about. Quirk sloshed. He causes those around him to lose their equilibrium.
I'm the only one who fully understands the young
Yeah, I mean,
man's
his quirk is really, like,
He's
probably...
torturing his own daughter, and you call that ambition?
When you first met Eri in the street, you let her return with the boss, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
And
no.
then you found out what our plan was and regretted abandoning her. You're just trying to soothe your own conscience, aren't you? His body is already swaying thanks to Sakaki. Now
That's
to
a
hit him where
nasty
it hurts,
combo.
Make him question what he's fighting for.
Ooh.
Ultimate move! Phantom Threat!
Nice.
I've been carrying around the guilt of letting Eri go.
Him and Deku have been
Unforgivably
feeling
in
like
front of
that.
that little girl. But despite that, rather than see us get hurt, that's why I chased after her, and why I won't stop until she's safe.
No way, how's he still upright?
He's got a good heart.
Something much worse than your intoxicating quirk on the regular. I'm going to make sure she has a reason to smile. Until she can, I won't stop.
Good shit. Oh, he got behind. Damn. He's trying to take everybody on himself.
I'm never going to let you down again.
That's what
Eri.
he's using.
I swear it. I am going to be your hero.
Oh. Oh, I love that. We know, you know, Deku's side and how, you know, how he fights very similar to that, and he always wants to save a person. It's nice to see, even though he was the one that kind of talked them down from like leaving and talked Deku down from trying to make a smart decision and not get themselves killed. It's good to see that it's not that he wasn't feeling what Deku was feeling at all. It actually made him feel even worse after he did that. He was like fighting his own feelings. I think that's what a couple years of experience will do. Deku still has some time to grow. He's like Mirio's had some experience now being able to be out there and see how things are, so it made him think an extra step. Doesn't mean he didn't feel just as bad or even worse, which drove him to go ahead here and try to save himself. Now, I do think he's really strong, and he's proven that, but it worries the hell out of me that he's taking it on. And I said this a couple episodes ago. It worries me that he's by himself. Like, I really thought Deku or somebody would have showed up at this point. It just makes me nervous because he's, like I said, he's by himself.
I am going to be your hero.
Ooh.
Come back, Eri. How many times do I have to tell you? It's your fault.
He's got an anger problem.
You know how this goes. I always have to get my hands dirty because of your selfishness. Every action you take results in people dying.
That is manipulation to a
That's your own
T.
daughter.
Huh? Oh, right. That's the story I told you.
Yeah, of course it's not his daughter.
I don't have any children.
Of course it's not his daughter.
He's not just reassembling. He's shaping new spikes. And he's so fast. You could have been hurt.
Fortunately, he can go through
But
them.
he didn't care.
If I put her back together immediately, I can revive her. Even if she's not quite the way she was before.
He can kind of technically bring somebody back to life like that if it's a short amount of time.
What'll you do if Eri gets injured? Under these conditions, I'm the only one who can heal her.
Yeah.
He hit his
Ooh.
body to obscure my aim. And here I thought heroes wore capes just to make them look cool.
Why does it always have to be 2v1, 3v1, man?
If I break her, he'll be forced to back off.
Of course you would do that!
That is just a typical villain move.
You want to know why a hero wears a cape? So he can use it to comfort someone who's suffering.
He's the definition of a hero. No wonder Night Eye saw him as his replacement.
He's just some Yakuza thug. Make no mistake, I'm stronger. I am going to be your hero.
Just like Deku was showing her, he does too.
I'll take on anyone I have to.
It's called hope.
Lost this fight, Chisaki.
Don't use that name so casually.
What's your name? Can you speak?
Chisaki. Kai Chisaki.
The
What?
Todo gang was forced to disband.
What about the plan I told you about before? Have you given it more thought?
Are you still bringing that up? I gave you your answer, Chisaki. Stray too far from your humanity and you're losing sight of the old ways.
I thought he was down for the count.
So that's what made him want to be his own leader.
Join the organization.
Oh no, no! It's the bullets they were talking about.
To have you with me.
I can't let him down, even if it costs me my life.
They are really loyal to him.
His true feelings.
He's no. Isn't that? Aren't they using her quirk? That's a risk. No. 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 No.
I won't let you suffer. Not anymore.
No. Even with the smile on his face. Motherfuck. That's permanent. That's permanent.
Sure you still want to be a hero?
You bet!
All right. Then I'll support you in any way I can.
Are they really going this route? Are they pumping up? They've been touting this guy since the end of last season, pumping him up with an amazing quirk, like literally a small version of All Might. They're literally going to de-strip him of a quirk. There's gotta be some type of, there's gotta be some not permanence. This can't be permanent. What the fuck? They're making him quirkless.
Your quirks allow you to dream you'll become something bigger.
Wow.
Of the mind.
I didn't think they would go that route.
Save this girl, and it's her power that will end everything you've come to rely on. You're powerless.
Wow.
Predict his next move.
Now he can only use
No, I am not powerless.
his strength. He still has strength.
LEMILLION.
He still has strength.
Yet he still fights. Why?
That's a true hero.
Madness. What is he?
Even without a quirk, just like Deku would. He could have gotten the quirk. Him and Deku are both, they are both worth it. That is so fucking epic. You did it, my hero. You made me like somebody in less than 12 episodes. Oh, shit.
You wanted to become a hero so badly.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have his quirk.
Xachery, you're filthy LEMILLION. Every last
He
one
is,
of you.
he is completely lost.
Tamaki, I'm still fighting. Chisaki!
I told you that's not my name anymore!
Deku! Yes! When they named the bullet, when they were talking about those bullets in the beginning, I already had a bad feeling about Muriel going by himself, but I had no way in hell thinking they were gonna go this route and make him lose his powers. We've seen it, those bullets like temporarily do it, but then they said it was perfected, and the guy had the gun, there was, he was by himself against, 3-4 people. It's like, I knew, I had really bad feeling, but I didn't think they were going to go that route and literally make him, they touted him, big three, they threw him, they showed how actually strong he is. He's supposed to be the guy that was supposed to take, All Might's powers and oh my gosh. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to me they go this route, but at the same time, it makes so much sense because it's kind of a mistake, but at the same time, it's a learning mistake because he's doing it for the right reasons. He's literally, him and Deku are literally have the same personality. He's just more matured. He's just a little bit more matured, but even that, he wants to save everyone with a smile. No wonder Night Eye saw it in him. It's like, it's literally thrown at him. Like, right in his face, it's thrown at him. Like, no, of course you're gonna choose him to be the successor. Like, and that, like, if you weren't decided before, this fight should make you decide, like, which should show you that he could have had that power 100%. Like, even though with his powers gone, he's still punching, and obviously you have to train to be a hero, so it's not like he's a big guy, he's muscular, so of course he still can fight. He has he's fought, so it's not, he can still fight. Obviously he doesn't have his quirk, so he can't use that, but he doesn't care. You saw him, he's still fighting. Like, it's, oh my god. I always say we get these episodes, like these epic episodes out of nowhere. Though this one, I was feeling a fight with him, especially when the name is literally his hero name of the episode. But my Jesus, I'm just so, that was such a good episode. It's going to be hard to rank these episodes at the end of the series, because this is up there. And it was great to see, like, it was great to see that, like, that girl's look, like, when he was there and he had a smile on his face, even though he knows he's getting shot, he's losing his power, and he still has a smile on his face. And the same look, she's like, I'd never seen this before with Deku. She felt the same way with him, and that was like a great feeling. I love these episodes that make me, this is what I said, like, with My Hero Academia. It's kind of, I got this with a couple other shows when I was younger, where it's just, it kind of exerts these feelings from me in fights like this. As much as some people, some people, might think Dragon Ball Z is corny, but there's some fights in Dragon Ball Z that literally made me feel like this, and I'm feeling deja vu in these type of episodes in My Hero. I think that's what's really made me like this show. I'm getting DBZ deja vu, and when somebody comes to save you, when somebody's fighting, like, they're all, regardless if they know they're gonna lose, or regardless, or confidence. It's just, it's a multitude of things that emit emotion from me. I can see a sad scene and have a hard time, like, I don't cry very easily, but like, these type of scenes literally drive me to, like, I felt it. I felt like the beginning of tears in my eyes, because I just, like, it's that emotion. I'm weird. It excites that emotion from me. Oh my god, and now Deku's there, and holy shit. Another thing, I don't want to just rant about just the fight in general. Let's talk about overhauls. Like, if we didn't like him, or if we didn't not like him already, this sealed the freaking deal. Obviously, he's gone. We saw a little bit of his past, and we know, but I feel like there's probably more there that we don't know. But one, doesn't want to be called by his real name. Two, does it, like, that seemed to upset him even more. But also just the way he wants to, like, he obviously took over the entire group, because, the person that brought him in, the main guy, didn't want to stay with the old ways, and said his way was reckless. But to this point, you see how crazy he's getting. Like, that's anger, and just, I think this guy might even be more immature. Like, Shigaraki has matured over time. And now I know why Shigaraki was so calm about this. I feel like Overhaul is a lot more immature than Shigaraki. And I want you guys to let me know what your opinion is on this in the comments. I feel like, and this is why Shigaraki was able to kind of bring a couple people in, and then obviously not follow the rules there. They're not going to forget stuff like this. Yeah, Overhaul just seems to be very obviously he has very bad intentions, but he's just not mature. That's the best way I can kind of explain it. Just the way he fights, the way he talks, is just like, that's just the way that's what I get from this. But overall, great episode, a great kind of display of Mirio, like, like an episode we needed. We've gotten individual episodes of a lot of characters and a lot of fights, which I've loved about this season. But Mirio was one that I felt was kind of missing, because you have to remember, yeah, we saw a fight at the very end of season 3 when he got introduced, and we saw how strong he was, but we didn't get a important fight where it shows he's touted so high by Night Eye, by everybody else, and we were missing that aspect of his character being shown on full display, and that was this episode. And I think that's what sealed the deal for me to like really respect him. But it's just like, I don't know, it was something we needed. We needed something like this. But him losing his powers, I don't know what, like, that was something that was a bit unexpected. I just didn't think they'd go that route. Even like I said, even though they showed that they had 5 bullets and everything, it just felt weird to shoot him and make him lose his powers at this. But oh man, I can't wait to see what goes on from this point. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching. This has been an exciting episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Go follow my Twitter at ajrich123. If you want to see the next 2 episodes early or the full reactions, check out patreon.com/ajrich123. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.